Today, as you know, we are going to talk about a text from Virginia Woolf because we are commemorating Women's Month. But don't worry, this is not going to be difficult or boring or heavy or anything like that. Okay? This is just going to be a point for our conversations. All right? So we are going to talk about the things that artists need to have in order to create art. What can you tell us about Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth?
Well, as you said, she was named the Virgin Queen because she never got married.
Right.
Because, well, I don't know why.
Because she decided that her country came first.
Okay.
So even she said, I marry my country.
My country.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So what else? In the picture, they show, well, that I remember that she was very eccentric.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but okay, in politics, she was capable of guide her troops.
Yes.
Okay, with the help of the ministers, he took the last decision.
Yes.
What else?
Yes, she was a very strong woman, but she supported art. She supported music, she supported theater, she supported all the arts, and William Shakespeare lived in that moment. So the famous William Shakespeare is from the Elizabethan era or the Golden Age. But guess what? Women could not act in theater plays.
Yeah.
So do you remember Romeo and Juliet? Okay, so Juliet was not a girl in that time. Juliet was a boy. Now, I am going to share with you a text, a fragment of a text from Virginia Woolf. Does anybody want to read it?
I want to read.
Yes, please.
What would have happened had Shakespeare had a wonderfully gifted sister called Judith? Let us say Shakespeare himself went. Very probably his mother was a heiress to the grammar school, where he may have learned Latin. Ovid, Virgil, and Horace, and the elements of grammar and logic. He was, it is well known, a wild boy who poached rabbits, perhaps shot a deer, and had rather sooner than he should have done to marry a woman in the neighborhood who bore him a child rather quicker than was right. Meanwhile, his extraordinarily gifted sister, let us suppose, remained at home.
But let us imagine for a moment that Shakespeare had a sister. Yes? This is William Shakespeare, and we have Judith. Judith is in this imaginary situation. Judith is William's sister. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So Shakespeare came from a rich family because his mother was an heiress, heredera. Yes?
Ah, yeah.
Heredera. Mhm. So he came from a rich family, and so he went to school. What about her sister?
She remained at home.
She remained at home.
With all talent.
Doing what?
Maybe sewing or cooking or something.
Mhm.
Stick.
Okay.
Or
Laundry.
maybe they were rich, so maybe just.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. She was a woman. Mhm. So you mentioned doing the laundry, Mari, also?
Mm.
Yeah.
See, and maybe she never learned to write.
Maybe. Mhm.
Maybe, but well, you said that she's gifted.
Yes, but she was a woman.
Uh-huh.
Did she go to school?
No.
No,
No.
no.
Maybe she had to wait until a man can like to marry her.
Okay.
So he's going to pass from one house to another house.
Yeah.
Same role.
Mhm. Okay, from one house to another, doing exactly the same, right?
Yes.
And maybe more things, like what?
Had
Raise
raise children.
children.
Raise children. That's right. How many children do you imagine that she could have had?
Many.
We are saying that Judith did not have money, no? Because she
No.
didn't work. She did not have a room for herself. She did not have education. So even if she was gifted, could she create art like William? What do you think?
Yes, I think that she could, but she never was reconocida,
Acknowledged?
acknowledged by the people.
Mm-hmm.
So, because she was woman.
Maybe she could paint some, well, like that, because she didn't go to school, so maybe she was allowed just for painting or something creative.
Mm-hmm.
If she had.
Okay. Maybe she painted. What other activity could have been possible?
Perhaps playing any instrument.
Yes.
Playing a musical instrument, okay. Perhaps, very good. But she didn't have money, she didn't have room. Did she have time?
Time for what?
Time to paint, time to play music?
Mm-hmm.
Because we mentioned that she was cooking and sewing and raising the babies and attending the husband. Did she have time to do art?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Well, I think maybe even if she had the gift to create art or something like that, she didn't had the same opportunities like her brother or like any other man. So maybe she could do many things, but in private.
Okay, we're going to do a little exercise. We are going to change Judith's life. And this is a change exercise. If Judith had been to school, she would have learned to read and write. If she had learned to read and write, one moment, please. What do you imagine?
Perhaps she is escritora.
Okay. She would have become a writer. Okay. She would have become a writer. Does anybody want to continue? Now we are going to take a look at this. Learn to read and write, and I pass it to the next. Learn to read and write. Yes? If she had learned to read and write, she would have become a writer. If she had
become a writer,
perhaps she write the poems.
Okay. She would have, wait a second, would have written poems.
Had published them.
If she had written poems,
She would have
she would have written.
published them, and she would have been famous.
but maybe published by a man's name.
Oh, okay. Published them. Okay. So let's change this because maybe she couldn't be famous. Under a man's name. Okay.
Yeah.
Sarah, do you want to take over? If
she would have published them.
If she
It
had.
had to became.
En el would lo vamos a poner en la segunda parte. ¿Sí?
Okay. If she had published them under a man's name,
she would have gotten rich.
You would have been rich.
or she would have a secret life, maybe.
Oh, she would have had a secret life. This is becoming interesting. She would have had a secret life. Okay, let's take from there.
If she had a secret
life. If she had a secret life.
If she had had a secret life.
If she had a secret life. She would have many lovers.
She would have had many lovers.
Okay.
Okay. Let's continue.
I have if she had many lovers.
If she had had.
If she had had many lovers, she
She
would she would inspire
She would
many
have inspired.
she would have inspired more love poems.
Okay. She
Mhm.
would have inspired more love poems, definitely. And
Uh-huh.
then let's go, Choli. Give
If
it a
she
try.
had lover's poems,
More love poems,
or
yes?
lover's poem, she would have had dedicate at any special love.
Oh, she would have dedicated them to a particular lover.
Uh-huh.
All right. And then,
Me,
yes.
is she have dedicated the poems to a particular lover, she would have fallen in love.
She would, I don't know.
She would have
She would-
married, maybe?
Okay, she would get married.
Okay, she would have married.
She
Mhm.
would have married.
All right. And then
She would have children. She would have had children.
she would have had children. Okay.
5
And then,
children.
Oh,
She got 5 children.
well, maybe she would have educated the children in a different way.
or
Especially the girls.
maybe she would have become a housewife again. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, but maybe not a housewife, but a homemaker.
A homemaker. No,
Yeah.
but by that time
Okay.
they were
Housewives.
housewives. Nowadays we are homemaker. That
Okay.
it's beautiful, the name of
All
that.
right. In her essay, en su ensayo, in her essay, Virginia Woolf asks this question. What opportunities did women have in the past? And what opportunities do we have now? And she asks, or she considers 3 special things. Money, time, space, a room of your own. Mhm.
maybe not, because a lot of artists needed money, like Van Gogh. He got a lot of loans from someone else. So it's really difficult to create art without any money.
Yeah, it is.
But I think half of people is begin without no have a lot of money and begin.
Mhm.
Perhaps is first picture and lo vende, sold,
Sales, yes.
then, and with this another, yeah.
She mentions time. What do you think about time?
Yeah, we need. I think that for the art, I need time. Mhm.
Mhm.
When you work and work, you are very tired. So it's very difficult. It's not impossible, but it's difficult to
Very
create
sacrifice, no? Sacrificado.
art.
Yeah. Yes, you need a lot of sacrifice.
Mhm.
Mhm. Okay. And what do you think about space?
Difficult. Because for create the art needs to imagination, creación,
Imagination, yes.
inspiration.
Inspiration, okay. What else do you need? To get
Inspiration.
this inspiration, you need maybe
Silence.
Silent.
maybe
Silent.
silence. Okay, and I would like to hear, even if it's in Spanish, yes? Arlet, me gustaría escuchar tu comentario. Tú eres artista, ¿sí?
Dinero, eso es lo primordial porque sin dinero no hay para material. El espacio, pues sí es bien importante porque antes yo tenía espacio en el comedor, invadí la mitad del comedor y pues casi todos me corrían porque iban a comer y me tenía que quitar. Por el tiempo, sí se sufre también
Yeah.
porque soy mamá, cocino, pinto, yo voy a la escuela, pinto,
Yes.
o sea, sí, de verdad, yo trabajo de noche, generalmente estoy siempre desvelada.
Yes.
Y otra cosa muy importante también que la gente no ve son los sentimientos, porque así estés con todo el trabajo de los hijos, yo tengo que pintar. Si estoy triste, yo tengo que pintar, si estoy alegre también, y muchas veces cuando pintas se refleja en tu obra.
Yes, totally, totally.
When you are inspired,
Yeah.
you don't care when you get all night doing that work, and it's very different work when you are inspired and when you are not.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
And also the feelings with that piece is also different, and you don't want to, you care about it so much than other things.
Does anybody want to read, please? Yes, Sarah, please.
Me. Okay. The excuse of lack of opportunity, training, encouragement, leisure, and money no longer holds good. This poet, who never wrote a word and was buried at a crossroad, still lives. She lives in you and me, and in many other women who are not here tonight, for they are washing up the dishes and putting children to bed.
What does she want to express over here?
Artist lives through us, through the people who read her poems or their poems or read the novels and who admire their life. Artist still lives.
Right?
We don't need any skills.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she wants to let us know that there are not excuses. If you want to be to
create,
to become in, I don't know, in a painter or a writer. If you want, you do it.
Okay, to become a creator in general.
Okay. Janet, Arlette told us.
Yeah.
He is going to the, she goes to the bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. Wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She has a daughter. She has a daughter.
She has needs.
Yeah.
But she loves her work.
Yeah.
¿Tú amas tu?
Yes, I think that Virginia is also talking about frustrated dreams that live in all the people, that maybe sometimes they wish to do something else, maybe not just art or great art, but things that you are not maybe brave enough to do.
But do you think that you are a creator of some kind?
Well, when I prepare a class for my students, I have to look for some images or an objective or something. I create a class, but I don't feel like that as kind of artist.
Woman, or well, here in this case, all of them, we had a different experience and we had different, I don't know how to say, moments to create in our job. For example, I in my case, I am a project manager and I had to create presentations for the deliveries, and sometimes the people say to me, you are very good to create presentations. In the case of the Arlette, she's very good painting. For example, Sarah is a good creator and Esther is very good in the plants. It's a good job.
Marche, sorry.
Yes.
I think all the people, all the persons have any moment of
Creation.
creation. For example, in the cooking, the is art. The cooking is art. For me, it's art.
So what did we learn from Virginia?
Hi, Virginia.
What did we
To
learn
be
from
brave.
Virginia? Mari, ¿ya estás menos asustada de Virginia?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So I want to learn more about her and maybe read the book that they say.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, okay. It's
I can.
And watch the movie about Virginia Woolf.
but
Reading her is fantastic. Yes, we learn because she makes this book quite enjoyable, talking about Shakespeare and his sister, and she mentions Jane Austen, and she mentions the Bronte sisters, and she mentions many other women and men, and explores about this situation.
I was thinking that she's talking about Judith, the whole, that's what Sarah said, that the frustration, she's talking about frustration, or when you want to do something, but you got frustrated and you don't have the opportunity, but it's not an excuse. You can do it if you want to. So that's why Judith is living through us, no? Through the people who think that we don't have opportunity, but we have them. And the last part, for the people who's washing the dishes, and that final part is very powerful.
It's very powerful, yes. And you know what? Sometimes these moments of despair, frustration, anger, yes, are the best moments for inspiration.
sometimes, yes.
So thank you for sharing today with me.
Thank you very much to everyone.
All
Yeah.
right. I hope you come on Thursday. On Thursday, it is the time for music.
Okay. Yes.
See you.
Yes.
A music composer, okay? A feminine composer.
Okay.
And we will explore more about these wonderful women that are giving us the opportunity to be who we are today. They are opening the doors for possibilities.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So have a great night, everyone of you, and see you on Thursday.
See you on Thursday.